That dusty old copy of The Great Gatsby, or To Kill a Mockingbird on your bookshelf? You might think it's just a classic novel worth a few bucks at a garage sale. But what if I told you that if it's the right edition, that one single book could be worth more than your car, or could even help pay for a college education? Today on Treasure Hunters, we're pulling back the cover on the world of first edition books, where literary history meets incredible value. Welcome back to Treasure Hunters. Many of us have shelves full of books, but we rarely think of them as investments. First printing. This means it has to be from the very first batch of books printed by the publisher. Later printings, even if they say first edition, are worth only a fraction of the price. Identifying a true first printing is the key. For collectors, however, finding a first edition, first printing of a major work is the ultimate prize. It's the closest you can get to the moment an author's masterpiece was first introduced to the world. So, what elevates a simple book to a 5- or 6-figure collectible? It's fragile and was often thrown away, making it much rarer than the book itself. If it happens to be signed by Harper Lee, the value skyrockets. A book with its first state dust jacket can be worth 10 to even 100 times more than the same book without it. This Pulitzer Prize-winning novel's first edition is another key piece of American literary history, highly valued by collectors, especially with its dust jacket intact. Or even first editions of beloved children's books. It's an early Dr. Seuss book like The Cat in the Hat with all the correct first edition. Its points on the dust jacket can be worth thousands. A first edition of this landmark novel with its dust jacket in fine condition is a cornerstone of any serious collection. First, and this is non-negotiable, it must be a first edition. Look for the words first edition or first printing. Many modern publishers use a number line, which is a sequence of numbers. Look at the copyright page, check the dust jacket, and see what you find. You might be holding a true piece of literary history, a treasure of immense cultural and financial value. If the number 1 is present in that line, it's almost always a first printing. And subscribe to Treasure Hunters for more. Second, and almost as important, is the dust jacket for 20th century books. The original paper dust jacket is everything. Third is condition. Book collectors are meticulous. They want books with no fading, tears, or stains. A book that looks like it just came from the store, known as a fine or near fine copy, will command the highest price. Finally, an author's signature, a book signed by the author, especially on the title page of a first edition, can dramatically increase its value. There are also specific points of issue, like a typo on the flap or a specific photo of the author on the back, that identify a true first state jacket. For serious books, consulting a professional bibliography for that author is the best way to be sure. For example, scriveners often put a capital A on the copyright page to denote a first edition. You can find these rules in online guides. Now, let's look at some of the holy grails of American literature you might have on your shelf. F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. A first printing with its iconic celestial eyes dust jacket is one of the most sought-after books in the world. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, a true American classic. A first edition with its original dust jacket is a 5-figure book. J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. Salinger was a very reclusive author, making his signature incredibly rare. John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath. But it's not just about the classics. Keep an eye out for first editions of early Stephen King books like Carrie or The Shining, especially signed copies. So, how do you actually identify a first edition? First, check the copyright page. This is your main clue. Next, know the publisher's habits. Different publishers had different rules. Then, examine the dust jacket. Check for the original price on the inside flap. If it's been price clipped, the value drops significantly. The best resources are online guides. Websites like eBooks and Biblio have excellent guides for identifying first editions. So, don't just dust off those old books, soaping them up. If this video inspired you to check your shelves, hit that like button, share it with your book-loving friends, and tell us in the comments what great books you own.